On Our Streets was created to get the less fortunate members of our society the attention and the help they need. We aim to get people off the streets. For too long they have been ignored and forgotten. We are so fortunate, you are so fortunate, because you are lucky enough to be watching this clip, either on your laptop, your phone, or even a computer at school. Being out on the streets, people just like you and me don't get to go to school, don't get to go home to a family. They don't even have access to the basic human needs of shelter and food. We just walk by and ignore them. On Our Streets wants to give a voice to the powerless and aid them to be the best version of themselves, regardless of what life has dealt them. With real action, we can halve homelessness in 5 years and stop it in 10. So join us and become a part of the solution. In the past 5 years, the number of people on the streets has increased 13.7% and is continuing to rise. Over 115,000 people in Australia were counted homeless in the 2016 census. That's over 115,000 people, human beings without a roof over their heads. But homelessness is not just about housing. It's a violation of human rights that they experience. Everyone has the right to an adequate standard of living, the right to education, right to security, and many more. These human rights are protected under a number of international treaties, to which Australia is under legal obligation to protect. Yet, we walk on by, clearly seeing these rights being breached, and do nothing to stop it. Homelessness can be a result of many different causes. Poverty and unable to afford housing is the main cause, yet other aspects can feed into this. In youth, 24% of the homeless belong to the LGBT community that have fled their homes due to the lack of acceptance and abuse they experienced. Homelessness caused by domestic violence is closely linked to an individual's financial independence. I went to the Spires Centre, a community centre in WA, to interview Tina Bennett, a financial counsellor. She said that for oncoming months there will be an increase in evictions and people in financial hardship. Agencies are trying to deal with the backlash of rising costs and unemployment, but she is dreading what it will be like in the future. Being on the streets and sleeping rough can have serious effects on an individual's physical and mental health. To gain an insight into what the homeless face, I have gone and interviewed the homeless and give them a voice. Here's what they have to say. What's your story?
I was walking across the road and got hit by a taxi. 70 k's an hour, snapped my leg clean in half. So I ended up losing my job, my house, my car. I had to give my kids back to their mum because I couldn't afford to look after them.
How do you think society views you?
Or they look down on Surui, or like, everyone thinks that they're better than us. It's not true though.
What would you like society to know about you?
We're not all bad, we're not all drug addicts either. And, don't judge a book before you read it.
Isn't it time for a change? Become a part of the movement today. We believe everyone deserves a future and a second chance at life. We are helping to provide the homeless with regular and reliable hot meals via our soup kitchens and food trucks that travel around the city. Your donations go towards helping provide temporary accommodation, employment services, and information sessions, assisting the homeless in finding a job. But we can't do it without your help. Visit our website to learn about how to get involved and become a part of the solution through donations and volunteering. Our volunteer programs are great for community service and to experience in person the impact that you can have on someone's life. Follow us on Instagram to receive updates on recent events, photos, and to see what your kind donations have helped to provide. During this winter, our main focus is to provide everyone sleeping out in the cold enough hot food for regular meals. Action plan will be displayed on our posters put up around your school, with 3 simple and easy to follow steps on how to donate food, and to make sure that everyone does their part in helping the homeless this winter. With real action, in 5 years we can halve homelessness, in 10 we can end it. So join the campaign now, and together we can end this injustice, because no one deserves to be forgotten.